And yay, we are recording. Hello, everybody. Welcome to CLB Learning Training. It's our Wednesday webinar. My name is Janet Legere. It's my honor and privilege to be here with you. And today we have a fun call in store because I'm going to be talking about the CLB Blogging Platform. So if you've never really gotten into blogging before, this is an opportunity to really dig into it and discover how simple blogging can be. And that's my job today, is to show you how simple blogging can be, because it can also be very complicated. There are a lot of bits and pieces to it, but as a beginner, there's only a few things that you need to know how to do. And the CLB blog is actually pretty cool. There are lots of things that you can do with it. And again, I'm going to keep that very simple, because when you get into the back office of the CLB blogging platform, it can be a little bit overwhelming, right? Even if you are well versed at blogging and you're familiar with blogging, it can still be a little bit overwhelming. There's a lot back there, all right? So my job today is I'm going to take you through and show you the areas of the blog that you're going to want to pay attention to, or that you may use over time, and the areas that you will use all the time. So and we'll even get into doing a blog post, and I'm going to show you how simple that can be, especially with Chat GPT. All right, so I'm just ask everyone who's popped in here. Great to see you all. Awesome to see some familiar names. Haven't been here for a while. Maurice, great to see you. Terry, just going to ask you guys to please mute your microphones so we don't get any of that background noise. And I do apologize if you hear banging in the background, and knocking, things like that, like that. I'm not sure how loud that is on the play here, but our building is getting new siding put on, so the siding guys are right outside my window today. So let's cross our fingers it's not too bad. Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to head over into desktop sharing. All right. And I'm going to head over here to CLB Learning, and we're going to log in. Now, if you are a free member of CLB Learning, when you log into CLB Learning, every time you log in, you're going to be presented with an offer to upgrade. So I encourage you to look into that if you can afford it. It's certainly not a high fee. It's $197 one-time fee. For that, you get an awful lot of bonuses and benefits, and one of those bonuses is access to the CLB blogging platform. So yes, you need to be an upgraded member in order to get your own CLB blog. Okay, so that's number one. So we're going to log in here as an upgraded member. And on the left-hand side, if you're a free member, you will not see this right here, upgraded membership bonuses. Okay, so that's where you're going to go to get your CLB blog. So we're going to click on that. And here we are, the CLB blogging platform. So we talk a little bit about it. This link here takes you to the default blog, so you can see what a naked blog looks like. And then down here, click here to register. This is where you go to fill out the form to get your blog. So when you fill out the form, doesn't ask for a lot of information, just your name, it gets your email address, your CLB ID number, and the username that you want for your blog. All right, so just to explain that, the username for your blog is going to be contactlistbuilder.com/your username. Okay, so that's what you can either have that be the same as your CLB username, or whatever username you want to choose. So that's what you get to choose on your register form. So once you hit the register form, I get that email. It comes to me with all that information, and I go and create your blog. It is done manually, one at a time. It's not an automated thing where I just push a button. So I go in, let me just show you a default blog. So this is the default blog. This is the naked default. So this is the blog that I use. Sorry, I'm just trying to, no, I don't want to end the meeting. Just cancel that. There's the button I want. I'm just trying to make everything small because it's in my way. This this is exactly what your blog is going to look like, with the exception it's going to say list building with your name. All right, so it's going to say list building with Terry Smith. It says list building with Vicky Osgood Watley. Whatever your name is, it's going to be there. It's going to say list building with. Here we have 2 pages, who we are and what we do. Get started with CLB. So get started with CLB takes them right to the CLB page. So if we click on that, it goes to Dawn's CLB page. All right. It will go to your page. Who we are and what we do. This is a page that just talks a little bit about Dawn and I, where CLB came from, how long we've been here online, what we do, and then there is a link to get started with CLB Learning. That link is going to be directed to you. So if we come back to the main page, there is a blog post. There is one default blog post that welcomes everybody, and it will say, my name is your name. All right, so my name is Terry Smith. My name is Vicky Osgood Watley. So we'll have your personal name there. And then at the bottom of the page, get started with CLB. That will be your CLB affiliate link. So your CLB affiliate link is on here in 3 separate places, and everything is personalized to you. Okay, so that's what it looks like. It's, pretty naked. There's nothing on here. There are no banners or anything. It's just a basic blog. The rest is up to you. You don't need to change a thing. The blog is ready to use. You can just get in there and start posting articles, blog posts. And if you don't know how to do that, stay tuned, because I'm going to show you how to use ChatGPT to create this incredible blog post. Just bing, bing, bing. It is so simple. And if you're not using it, now's your opportunity to learn how, because it really is very simple and so powerful. And it's something that I really feel everybody needs to learn to use at some level, because it is a tool that is here to stay, and it will change things for you. It really will. Don't be afraid of it. It's a pretty cool tool. All right, so there's the blog. Now, if we come over to, hang on here, this is my blog. All right, so this is my personal blog with CLB Learning. It goes to Coach Janet. I haven't changed the picture. A lot of our members have changed the picture here with the tree. You can change that in your settings, but you don't need to, and I have not. And then down here, it has a list of my blog posts. You'll see I just posted a blog post yesterday. We'll talk about that in a moment. Savings Highway Global, as you know, is a part of CLB Learning. It is a free membership. And as a free member, there's lots of benefits to the system. We encourage you to upgrade and really take advantage of the income opportunity at Savings Highway Global. But on the right-hand side here on my blog, you'll see that I have a forum. Learn more about CLB Learning. This takes them to my CLB Learning list in Leads Leap. Right, so this is a Leads Leap form that I've gone into Leads Leap and created the form and then put it on my blog. Now, having said that, once you get your blog, if you get in there and you're adding the form to your blog and it doesn't work, just get a hold of me and I just need your form code and I'll go in and do it for you. I think there's something in the admin settings that, because I'm like the super admin and I can go in and do it, but for some reason, even though you have admin access to your blog, it doesn't let you add the form. So if you have that issue, let me know. I'll be happy to do that for you. But down here, I have a banner. This is for CLB Learning. It's very simple to add a banner. We're going to show you how to do that today. I have a banner to my book, Get Stuck on Happy. I did write a book back in 2019, published. It's on Amazon. Have a look for it. It's a great little book, less than 100 pages. And down here is another banner to CLB Learning that I was just doing as a training on our call, and we will do that again today. And what's really, really magical, we're going to scroll down here a little further. Whoops. Sponsored links right here on the right. These links right here are from Leads Leap. Right, so this is the Leads Leap ad widget, and it's really cool. This is a pay-per-click widget. So if you are a regular blogger, and if you're, I mean, it doesn't take a lot, especially when I show you how to use ChatGPT, to do even a blog a week, do an article a week. It can be a very powerful tool. Okay. And the more that you blog, the more traffic you're getting to your blog as you share it out there, because that's something else you need to do, get people to your blog. I'll talk about that in a moment too. They're going to see these links here, and if they click on it, you're going to earn pennies. You don't get paid a lot, but you're going to earn pennies from people visiting your blog. And the first time I saw it on LeadSleep, it just kind of blew my mind. I thought, well, that's pretty, because the only thing I have to do is put the widget on my blog and blog regularly. So this is a blog post I did. Unlock your financial potential, the income opportunity savings private global. And I need you to know that I used ChatGPT to do this blog post. Okay. Pretty cool blog post, and you can see how nice it's written. It's all got the titles, everything. And I'm telling you, that's how it came off ChatGPT. And we're going to show you that in a moment. But before we get into all of that, I'm going to come over to here. I don't want to do the default. One other thing I want to show you, when you get your own blog, it is also going to be added to our main website, contactlistbuilder.com, which looks totally different than your network blog. Okay. This is the main blog, Contact List Builder, and this is the blogging member showcase. And so your blog will get listed here. And that does get traffic. We do encourage people to come here and have a look and check out everybody's blogs. We've got people who are active. We have people who have never, ever, ever used their blog. All right. Michael Lipsy down here, he's a very active blogger. You'll see lots of posts on his and videos. He's lots of fun to watch on his videos, and his blog posts are very informative. So I do encourage you to check these people out. Okay. So, all right. So here we're going to go. We're going to go over to my blog, and we're going to go to the dashboard. So when you get your blog, you're going to get a login. All right, you're going to get an email with all of your information. It'll have your login information. You're also going to get an email from WordPress to set up your admin email, because I change the admin email to yours, and you get an email to confirm that. So you have to confirm that. So once you've got that email, you're going to have a link to log into your blog, and this is where it's going to bring you. It's going to bring you to the dashboard. Don't be afraid. Pardon me. Like I said, there's an awful lot back here. As a new person who's never blogged before, this can be really, really scary, right? Look at all this back here. There's links to everything, and it's like, oh my gosh, what am I supposed to do? Where am I supposed to click? So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to walk down the left-hand side and go through a few of the areas that you may want to pay attention to. All right. The areas that you're going to pay the most attention to are right here, posts. So here are my posts. All right. These are my blog posts. When you get your blog, there will just be one. If we go to the end here, I've got quite a few blog posts on my blog. So here is the original blog post that is on your blog. All right. And then every time you do a post, it just adds to your posts. So they're all here. They're all listed back here. You can always come in here and edit your posts. Here we have 2 comments. So you can see that there we go. We got 2 comments, which is, pretty cool. It's always awesome when people comment on your blog. So back to the dashboard. So that's your post. This is where you're going to come to create a post. All right. These are all the posts that are there. You're just going to click here to add a post. And I just got to say this. If you do nothing else and you don't need to do anything else to your blog, you don't need to change it. You don't need to add widgets. You don't need to do anything to get started. You could just add a blog post to get started. Seriously. All right. That's how simple this is. It's all set up for you, ready to go. So just go, right? So let's come back to this. It's all you do is click post, and you're going to post. You put in your blog post here, and I'm going to show you how simple that is with ChatGPT in a minute. But before we do that, that's the place you're probably just going to go to. Come in here every day, do your blog post, and get out of here. Get your link, share it, and that's it. That's all you need to do. You're really not going to be in here doing much to your blog once you've got it where you want it. So let's talk about getting it where you want it. So down here we have media. So your media library, this is where you're going to upload images, PDF files, anything that you're going to want to attach to a blog post. All right, so if we click on media, you'll see that I have pictures here. Okay, so there's lots of pictures here on my blog that I can insert easily into my blog posts. And if I need a new picture, I can just add my media items and I can upload images. Oops, sorry. Add media file. I can select the files off my computer and upload them right to my blog, and then it's ready for when I'm doing a blog post. The other thing, when you're doing a blog post, you can upload your video, your pictures right there. And I do encourage you to put pictures in your blog posts. So let's come down here. That's your media. So we talked about that. Pages. So we talked about on my blog. Just let me go to a new window with my blog. All right. On the default blog, there is, so if we go to the default blog, who we are, what we do, get started with CLB. That's all that's on there. All right. Takes you home, who we are, what we do, get started with CLB. Home is where your blog posts are. Now, if we go to my page, you'll see that we have who we are, what we do. I have resources and appointments. Contact or get started with CLB. So on my resource page, I have created a page, which is, it doesn't change. It's not where the blog posts are. It's just a page of resources. And on here, I've only got two things listed. I have a lead sleep listed and I have Udemy solo ads. So I've just got two things there for now. It's just really for examples to show you how you can create a page. You could put your viral mailers there if you have. I wouldn't list every resource you have. List your main ones. The ones that are working the best for you. List them here. And only list resources that are really working well for you, because the whole point of it is you want people to come back to your blog because you offer value. All right. And because they trust what you're talking about and they trust that you're using the resources that you're recommending. So those are pages. I have an appointments page that I have clicked to Calendly. So it brings up my calendar and people can book an appointment to chat with me and have a little coaching appointment to talk about their business. All right, so let's come back. So those are pages. All right, so here are my pages, my appointments, my resources. So if we click on resources, and the pages look and feel just like doing a blog post. It's just how they show up on your blog that's different. So a blog post is dynamic. It's always changing, right? Every time you do a new blog post, that's what shows on your blog. So where the posts are, it's one after the other. They keep fresh new content at the top. Whereas your pages are static. They don't change unless you go in and make changes to them. All right. So if anybody is out there and doesn't have their microphone muted, I am going to ask you guys to do that, please. That would be awesome. All right, so here are I just have two resources. It's really simple to create a page. So let's just go back to our thing. So here we go. You just click to add a page. And we're going to add a test page here. What will we call it? I'm just going to call it test page. And then I come here and this is a test page to talk about things we do here at CLB Learning. All right. I could add pictures, right? So I can click here and click that plus sign, and I could click here and click
50,000.
All right. So I'm just going to check and see. I just gotta mute you guys. Really appreciate everybody that's popped in here. All right, we're good to go now. All right, so I can go to my media library. I can upload an image, or I can go to a media library. If I have a URL from online and I just have or an image from online and I just have the URL, I can grab that and get my image from there as well. So I can go to my media library, and here's my images. All right, let's talk about that. We'll do a page, a test page. We're just going to upload my CLB webinar. There we go. All right. All right. Below is information about our weekly Wednesday webinars. And now I could, because the picture's there, if I click on the picture, I can hyperlink that. If this is all Greek to you guys, don't worry about it, okay? Don't worry about this, because these are not things you need to do, but we'll show you how simple that is. So I'm just taking them to the post where they can register for the webinar. And then I can publish the post, or I can save it as a draft. Now, if I save it a draft, my page is there, but nobody's going to see it but me. All right. So I can publish this post, and there's something magical about publishing a page as opposed to publishing a post. So I have published a page, but if I go to my blog, you won't see that page anywhere. Now, I could send the page, direct link to the page to somebody. So here, if I click view page, here's my page, but it's not on my menu anywhere. Here's my test page. And here's the name of it is test page. I could send someone that link. I could send you that link, and you could come to my page, but it doesn't just show on my blog. So if I just go to my blog, it doesn't show up here, right? It's not on the menu. So let me show you. Go back to my dashboard, and I'm going to go to appearance and menus. All right, so this is my blog menu. So remember at the top, it says who we are, what we do, home. I might actually move that. So home is in front, resources, appointments, get started with CLB. So those are the pages that are on my blog, right? Now over here are all my pages. And here is the new page I just created right here, test page. So if I want that to show on my menu, I just click it and click add to menu. And it'll add it down here. Now I can put my mouse on it and I just grab it and I can move it. And I can even put it underneath. Like it can be a sub menu of a page, right? So it was with our webinars. Let's put that under resources, test page. Whoops. The test, boo. There we go. All right, so it's a sub menu under resources. Now, it's still not going to show on my blog until I save this. So I'm going to save the menu, save, and then we'll go have a look at it again. All right. All right, so here we are. So now I want you to see where it says resources? You see how there's a little arrow? And when I click on the arrow, it comes up with test page. So now it's on my menu. If I want it to be right up the main menu, then I would change how that looks, right? So let's just, whoops, go back to my dashboard. Oh, I guess I could have just clicked on my menus there. My menu, right? So here's my menu. If I want this to be right on the main page instead of as a sub menu, there we go. All right, so now it's not a sub menu, it's just would just show on the page. But I'm actually going to, when I open it like that, you see I've got a few, I can move it around and do a bit of editing, but I'm going to remove that because I don't want it on my blog. It was just a test page. And I'm going to save my menu to bring it back to where it was. And actually, it's going to be a little bit different because I moved who we are and what we do. All right. So let's refresh it, and who we are, what we do is going to move over beside home, and everything is lined up perfectly. All right, and that's the other thing is the more menu items you have, it's going to make a line and come down. So it's going to, depending, you can see how on my page here, the menu items are all nice. If I put another menu item here, it's going to come down below. And so your menu is going to start being stacked. So think about that when you're adding pages. All right. Well, let me see what else I need to cover here. We want to talk about adding banners and widgets. All right. If you work with somebody else who's going to be accessing your blog, you can actually set up another user here. All right. And so it's going to have, you will be set up here as a user. I am in here as well as a super admin. That you will be in here as a user as admin, and you will be able to add users. So you can add people to do blog posts. You know, if you have a virtual administrator, you've got a VA working for you, you can give them access, and you can give them limited access. So they don't need admin access. They can have access just to do blog posts. So something to consider. All right. All right. We want to add widgets. All right. So under appearance is where you're going. I mean, because that's what we're editing our blog. So if you're wanting to add those widgets to your blog, oh, that's right. My blog is. Uh, there are two ways to do it. You can go to your themes. For some reason, on my blog on here, this is a little bit messed up. So let's go to this blog. This is the default blog. And we'll do those editings here because I know that when I go to my widgets here, I can add my widgets. Hopefully. Yeah, here we go. All right, so this is it's listing all the widgets that are on this blog, right? Which are just your basic widgets. And so now if you want, you can add your widgets here. So you just click this little plus sign, and then it comes up with all kinds of stuff. Right, so you can see you can have lots of fun with the blog, or you can get like really just overwhelmed. But just relax, all right? A lot of it does make sense. So if I want to add uh, the form, the widget form from Leadsleep, then I can put in the code. So I can put HTML code in there, which is what I would put for a banner. All right, so it's added it right here. I can move that. It's come under sponsored links. So it tells me I can write the code here. So you need a code to put your banner in. So where are you going to find a code to put a CLB banner? Guess where? You're going to come back to CLB Learning into the affiliate toolbox. Just click on affiliate toolbox. And at the bottom of the page, you'll see several banners. And we have two new ones here, compliments of Michael Kamari, great little banners, done for you system. But this little square banner, which is on my blog, is right here. And what's cool is this is the link to the banner. Okay. Now, having said that, you'll see this link. Whoops. This link right here is to your CLB affiliate page. If you're putting the banner on the page, you really want to direct them to your Leadsleep capture page. Okay. I mean, it's okay to take it just like this, but you can also just edit that link after and put your Leadsleep capture page. But we're going to leave it like that for now. And we're going to come over to our widget and we're just going to paste that code there. There it is. And we're going to update that and see if it worked. No. Okay. So I have not done that. It's been a while since I have. Oh, here's the. All right, custom HTML. That's why. Update. All right, so I have to have it in HTML. So if we preview it now, and there's our banner. Okay. So now if I go here and I refresh, so that's just something to remember when you put the little widget in if I want to add the widget. And here's my code, right? So it adds it. Here's my code right here. Here's the widget it's added. And it says write code. So you want to come up here to click this little here, more, right here. See this code? You need to click that. Custom HTML. Otherwise, it's just putting text code in there, and that's not going to work to put your banner. So let's just go over that again. All right, so this is what comes up when your widget shows, right? It's just naked like this, and you're going to click this code, custom HTML, and then you're going to paste your graphic right there. Now, if you want to change the redirect URL to be your lead sleep capture page, this is where you would put that in. All right, so let me see if I can go and grab that. All right, so that I can send it. I always advertise the rotator, but here is my personal CLB capture page. So I would come over here and instead of my CLB link, I'm going to put my capture page. So there's my lead sleep capture page, and I can update that. So now when I come here and refresh the page, I should have two banners down here. There they are. And the second one, when I click it, is going to go to my lead sleep capture page. There it is. So isn't that cool? I think that's really cool. So I'm just going to click here and I need to remove these out. There we go. Scroll down and delete that one. Oops. Yes, I will come back and delete this one later. There we go. And we'll update that. Now, so that's how to put a banner on the right-hand side. Let's talk about the Lead Sleep widget. The Lead Sleep widget, as you saw on my blog, is a really cool little widget, but it's a little different. So when you click on the widgets, you're going to come down and you're going to scroll down, and it's actually a part of the blog, right? You're going to scroll down here, and I'm just going to find it. There's a lot of widgets back here. I think I went past it. We'll start at the top again. Are you getting dizzy? It has to be right here. Legacy. There it is. Lead Sleep ad widget. All right. So this is the ad widget that you're going to put in here. And here it is. It comes here. And here's where you're going to enter the lead sleep information. So I'm going to come over to here into lead sleep. And we're going to scroll down on the left-hand side. Down here under earn, the pay-per-click right here. Get PPC widget code. And you don't have to change anything. You can just accept the default. You can edit it if you want. You can have only 2 ads, 4 ads, 6. You can change the color. I just leave it as is. Now, it comes up with a code. This is not the code you want. You need to scroll down and get the bottom one, alternative WordPress solution. And here's your code right here. All right. You'll see it'll have your name in it. So I'm just going to copy that code and I'm going to come back over to my widget and paste the widget there and just update that. And then we're going to come back to our, back to our website. And there it is. All right. So now it's showing 6 ads. And those ads, every time we do a blog post, if we're doing a blog post on this blog, people will get directed to look at those ads. So those are your widgets. Again, I'm going to delete this widget. get the blog back to its default self, because this is the blog I use to create all of your blogs. So I have to make sure that it's back to being a naked status, and I will do that later. Once I have your blog all set up, I'm going to be sending you all the information, and you'll get to go and play with it and have some fun. And the first thing you want to do when you get your blog, you don't need to add all that stuff to it. You just want to come right here to posts, and you want to click here to add a post. So what are you going to blog post about? What are you going to write about? You're not a writer. You're not, that's not something you're experienced at. Well, number one, if you come over here to CLB Learning, into the affiliate toolbox here, and you click on the downline builder, you see all these programs we have back here. We have Udemy Solo Ads, Prospect Geyser Co-op, Traffic Least Income Cash Mailer, Stay at Home Mailer, GoPro Mailer, Wow App, Leads Leap, Genie Mailer, Savings Highway Global, Owl Inbox, Wise. All of those programs can be a blog post. Now, how do you make a blog post about that? Well, I thought, let's show them how to use ChatGPT, and we're going to do a blog post about Udemy Solo Ads. So I went to, because I didn't want to take up too much time in our class today. So if you go to ChatGPT, just hit chatgpt.com, all right? And down here says ask anything. So that's what comes up when you go here. I did log into my Janet Legere Google account. So right here this is what I asked ChatGPT. I just said, and I'm Canadian. I always say please and thank you. I thank the GPT for doing its thing. Okay, it's weird. I know. Please write a blog post about Udemy Solo Ads and why this is a great place for beginners to get traffic to their CLB Learning capture page. All right. Now you can ask it to type it. You can just say, just write me a blog post about Udemy Solo Ads. But I thought about why it's a great resource. And that's all I wrote. And this is what came back. All right. A blog post, why Udemy Solo Ads are perfect for beginners promoting CLB. That's the title. Okay, why Udemy Solo Ads are perfect for beginners promoting CLB Learning. When you're just starting your journey with affiliate marketing and CLB Learning, I mean, you can go through and read this. It's absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Okay. What are solo ads? Why Udemy is ideal for beginners. It's a trusted marketplace, easy to use. It's like it knew exactly what to say. Best practices for Udemy, using Udemy solo ads with CLB Learning, and final thoughts. All right. So I would edit this because or I might not. I would put my Udemy link here, right, on my blog post, and start driving traffic to your blog. So rather than post this on the default blog, I'm going to come over here to my blog. Where's all my blog posts, right? I'm going to click add post. I'm going to come over here to my chat GPT. And all I have to do, see this little copy button? I just go copy, boom. I'm going to come over here to add post. And I'm just going to paste that in there. Oh, okay, it didn't copy it. Copy. There we go. Got to wait for that check mark to come up. And type or add a new block. Now I know it says add title, but I'm just putting everything in here. Okay. So here is the entire post. It's all formatted. Look at that. It's absolutely beautiful. Now this is the title, right? Why Udemy Solo Ads. So I'm going to put that in there and delete that. So I have to do some editing. I would certainly read through this, maybe change some of the wording. And if you're happy with it exactly the way it is, then you can just leave it exactly the way it is. You might want to add some pictures. And then if you look here, let me know if you'd like a graphic to go with this blog post, right? Well, I don't really need it to get me a graphic. I could go to Udemy and get graphics. There's lots of graphics out there, but it's always curious to see what they would come up with. But what I want you to realize is when you have the free Chat GPT system, it only lets you do so many graphics in a month and what have you, and so many things. But it's a great resource. It really and truly is. So let's go back to our blog post where it says visit Udemy. I need to put my URL. So I'm going to come back over here. This is my I know that that's my URL on click here to sign up, but this is my ID. So I'm going to come back over to my blog and I'm going to edit this post so that it has, oh, come on. I want it to link to my post, all right, or to open in a new window because I don't want them to be taken away from my blog. And I'm going to save that. Now I want to, I'm not sure if I have pictures, but I'd love to put a picture here. Picture, picture, image. There we go. I'm going to check my media library and see if I have any images from for Udemy. Please sleep, please sleep, please sleep. I do not. I thought I might. Eh, not sure that I want to go and look them up, but I can. Hang on. So if I go to Leeds or to Udemy, not seeing much in the way of graphics, hey? So something else you could do. So I could go and ask GPT, Chat GPT to do me a graphic. I can go to Google and look up Udemy. There we go. All right, this is a cool picture. I'm going to copy the image. I'm going to come over to my post and oops, I need the image URL, copy image address. All right, so you see how I did that? I copied, so insert from URL. Remember we talked about that before? And there we go. And again, I want to, pardon me, add my Udemy solo ads URL. So I'm going to copy this link and I'm going to paste my affiliate link in here and open it in a new window. If you guys are confused, I apologize. It does get easier. And there we go. So there's our post. All right. And then I always like to, I certainly don't want this. You have to make sure you edit your post, right? This post was written with the assistance of Chat GPT. And you can put a link to Chat GPT, right? There we go. All right. And you could save it as a draft and make sure you come back. You can, I would want to come back and reread this and see if there's any editing I wanted to do, anything I wanted to change. But let's have a look. Let's have a look at our blog post that ChatGPT did, and that did not take us very long to do. And there it is. Look at this beautiful blog post. What are solo ads? Why it's ideal for beginners. Um, Final thoughts, right? Now I could also at the end or go through my blog post here and wherever it talks about CLB, I'm not sure. I would have to change the tracking. Anyway, CLB system, I would put CLB where it talks about lead leaps. I would link that to lead sleep, etc., etc. But I really just wanted to show you how simple it is to do a blog post. But wait, there's more. Okay, so that was simple. And really, once you get your blog, this is all you need to do. Come into your blog post, come into your blog to your dashboard, click on posts, and you'll see that this post is here. It's a draft. All right. So it's not going to show on my blog yet until I actually post it, which I will do later once I edit it to how I want it. But something I want to show you that is like the coolest thing on the planet, because I know one of the questions you're asking is, well, it's great that I've done a blog post, but what do I do with it after? Well, of course, you're going to come to our Telegram group and you're going to share your blog post, and we're going to go all come to your blog and we're going to comment on it. We're going to like it and we're going to share it on Facebook. And that's another place where you're going to share it. There's Facebook buttons and LinkedIn buttons, so you can go and share your blog on your social media. You can just grab the link and go share it. You can send it an email. But here's something that happens automatically in this wonderful thing called Lead Sleep. I absolutely love this program, but I have way too many buttons here that are in my way. There we go. In Lead Sleep, there is an option here under your email marketing. All right. So if you've got your campaigns all set up and ready to go, I assume you do. Your marketing CLB, you've got your funnel set up. So you have your list set up. So once that's done, right here, blog to broadcast. So once you've got your blog, you come here to blog to broadcast, and you're going to set up your blog here. You're going to set up your feed. So let's say, all right, so we're going to add a new blog feed, and we're going to send it to the default one. Contact list. Builder. Default is the blog, right? That's the default that I use, but to put it in here for here, you then put / after your username and then feed. Okay, pretty simple. So it's just your blog name / feed. Now, this is what's cool. Down here is a template. So it's got your blog title. You can add, oops, you can edit this, right? This is the email. Get this. This is an email that's going to go out to your subscribers automatically when you do a blog post. You know how powerful that is? All right, so here is the default. I just published a new post title, and it pulls the information right off your blog. It takes a snippet off your blog and puts it in here. And read the full article here. There's the link. Kindest regards, Janet. So, I mean, you could change this. You could put my signature goes in all blog posts. So if I just take my name out, it'll put my signature in there. I can edit this. I can put, more information, but we'll just leave it like that. And I can save this as a draft. Now, here's what's really cool. I can pick what list the blog posts are going to go to. So I would set it to all my lists because it's a great blog post. Now, this is even better. I can send it automatically, or I can save it as a draft. So it'll create the broadcast, but it won't send it right away. That gives you the opportunity to go in and actually look at the email. You can see how it's set up, make any changes you want to it before it sends, and you can even then send it at a different time. If it goes automatically, it will set that email up and just send it out as soon as you do your blog post. Okay, so we'll just have it just create it, and we'll save this as a draft because I just wanted to show you. So here we go. Here's the email. So this is the first 55 words of your blog post, blah, 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 blah. All right. And there's my signature. So it shows you what your email is going to look like. Pretty cool, isn't it? Now, so what does that do? You set this up, you go do a blog post and set this up here, then go to your blog, do your blog post, and watch this. Click on broadcasts. Do you remember my blog post? Let's go back here to my blog. Right here. Unlock your financial potential. Well, look at this. Whoops. Where am I? Come back here. There we go. Unlock your financial potential. This was a broadcast that went out. It got sent. It went out yesterday, right after I did my blog post. It went out to all my subscribers at 16%. This is one thing I love about Lead Sleep. 16% opened it, 2% clicked through. That will grow as because it just went out yesterday. So it takes time. People get their emails. But I think that's pretty cool. It just went, I didn't have to do anything. It went out automatically to my list. So pretty phenomenal. Let me see. Is there anything else I wanted to cover? We talked about the member showcase. I think that's it. I'm going to come back to the room. Stop sharing. There we go. All right, you guys can unmute. See if you have any questions. I welcome you to unmute your microphone. I know that was a lot to cover. There's an awful lot to the blog, but at the end of the day, when you get your blog, the only thing you need to do is post. Set it up in Lead Sleep and then post and share. Post and share. Any questions?
Beautiful.
Thank you, Robert. Blogging can be a lot of fun. And with Chat GPT nowadays, it makes it so much easier, especially for those that don't consider themselves writer. They're not sure what to write about. I don't know what to say. Where do I even start? Well, it makes it easy for you, and then you can just go in and it's more that you use Chat GPT, the more it will start to recognize your style. All right. How you ask questions, where you send it starts to get to know you and it will start to respond more like you, which is pretty cool. Some people shy away from GPT. They're not from Chat GPT, from AI. They're just like, but you know, I
Will this
I love I love
will
that
this
stuff.
the recording of this available that we could use to go
Yep, there
over this?
will be.
I'm not going to remember all that.
No, you're not. No, you're not. But there is when you do get a blog, a CLB blog, that I send you the video with the replay on how to set your blog up, because we do have a separate video that walks you through step by step on how to set everything up. So it doesn't talk about the Chat GPT, but so this one will be up there recorded. It'll help you as well. But at the end of the day, as I said, you just want to focus on posting. You want to focus on putting articles in there about what you're doing. And Chat GPT can write an article about anything. All right. So whatever idea you can come up with, you can ask Chat GPT to write you an article about it. So don't be shy. Try it out. It's free. It can't hurt anything. It's not going to break anything. You can't break anything using it. So let that tool help you advance your marketing skills, because that's what it's going to do. Any more questions, comments, anything? You
I
guys have been
have
awesome.
have a
Hey,
question.
Vicky, go ahead.
Now, okay, you know that I overthink things probably too long and I
Yes.
procrastinate sometimes. What is your best advice to getting yourself motivated and over that hump to just getting a post done? See, you know me, I want to make things perfect. So I started out and I went and I made banners and stuff and and then I still haven't got a post done. So and then I got away from it. And so I
So did
still
you?
haven't got a post done. Yeah.
All right. So I mean, I know that you use AI. So you saw how simple that was. So the first thing to do is just say, okay, I'm going to do just what Janet said. You're going to go to Chat GPT or whatever service you use. You're going to put in a request, write me a blog post about. So you have to figure out what you're going to write about, whatever you want to write about. You can even write about, you know, CLB, and you can tell it a little bit about your journey, or you can write about your health journey. And right, you've already got that out there. If you put that in there and say, "Can you write me a blog post that talks about this?" It'll write you a blog post. Read it over. Doesn't have to be perfect, but if it kind of sounds like you and it kind of makes sense and it looks good, just take it and post it there. Just do it. Just do it, post it, and then just go like that. All right. After you've posted it, if you hate it, you can always come back and change it. You can always delete it. You can unpost it and just make it a draft. So just do it. It's like anything. I mean, we get caught up, and I'm one for making lists of things I need to do, but I mean, my list can grow and grow and grow. There's always so many things to do. There's always so many other things. So you got to prioritize. Maybe you just want to set it out so you're doing a blog post a week instead of trying to do one every day, which you're never doing. Right. So I'm going to challenge you, Vicky, after this call to go to seriously to do that blog post. Might take 5 or 10 minutes. Like you said, you've already got graphics done, so you don't need graphics. So just Chat GPT will make you graphics. Just go give it a subject and have it do a blog post and just see what comes out and put it out there. Just put it there, add your pictures, because others aren't going to be as critical of your blog post as you. They're going to enjoy the information. That's what they're looking for. They're looking at the content. They're not really looking at, the grammar. Although when Chat GPT does it, one thing we don't really have to worry about, the grammar is pretty darn good. So that it takes that worry away, because that is a problem on a lot of blogs that I see, is the grammar can sometimes be atrocious, the spelling can be atrocious, and I found with Chat GPT it makes it simple. So I'm going to challenge you to get one done today and come post it in our group, okay? Good job. All right, guys, we'll be back here next week. I think we're going to start with the system and the setup next week and go through how to get everything set up here at CLB, and you'll see how simple that is. So make sure you book your calendars and you're here. Love you guys. Have a phenomenal week. I know I will. And you know where to find me. I'm always available. You get me on Telegram, on Messenger, on Teams now rather than Skype. Used to be Skype. I'm always handy, and if I'm not available, I will get back to you as soon as I can. So have a great day, everyone.
Thank you.
Very prosperous
Thank
week.
you, Janet.
Love you all. See you soon.